My pleasure to introduce to you guys a group that is near and dear to my heart, Rich Uncle!
We're Rich Uncle, and we'll be entertaining you.
Just like that.
Just like that. All night long. So, I'm curious, what is something, besides looking up porn or sending an email, something interesting that you have done on the internet lately? Nothing?
Met a guy.
What was that?
Met a guy.
Met a guy.
One guy.
So I play Xbox Live. It's a online gaming thing that's really, really cool. I'll tell you that right now. But one of the weirdest things about it, and then also one of the coolest things, is that you'll be playing against people, and they'll be like in Australia, and it'll be tomorrow, and you'll be playing with them, and then you get to know these people, and it's people who you've never met, and you know, I wouldn't be able to tell you what they look like. They might very well be 12 years old. They might also very well be 70 years old. Like, you just don't know. What you know is that they can fake shoot people really well, and their voice sounds okay in your ear, and you become friends with this person who is really, for all intents and purposes, a stranger.
When I was canvassing in the last election, I went to Allentown, Pennsylvania to go door to door to talk to people about stuff. My favorite moment was when resting outside of a supermarket in the Lehigh Valley, these two chefs from the deli counter came out to talk to me. It was me and there was this guy from Cambridge who's one of the great mathematicians of our generation, apparently. We were paired together. And these two chefs came out and they were like, oh, you guys are doing this stuff, oh, that's great. And then this white-haired chef with this big, thick mustache went on to tell me about all the crazy, crazy shit he did as a young man. Like all of the travels he went on and the sex adventures he had. Like, I was never going to meet this guy. Like, this is not somebody I expected my life to ever hear the life story of, to ever really poured out to me like that. It's like totally unexpected. And I felt pretty enriched by it, you know? I mean, I guess the outcome of the election was affected by it, but I think that was really what I mainly took away from it.
So when I was in high school, I had a pretty adventurous life. I probably did things that I shouldn't have been doing at that age. I'll leave that over there. But one of the things that I did was my friend and I, we grew up in Central Mass, and we found out about this free They Might Be Giants concert happening at the Hatch Shell of Boston. So we got in his truck, and we were driving after high school. We left a little early. Yeah, we missed a few classes. So we left school early. We cut school, guys. We drove out to Boston, and we had like just enough money to kind of pay the tolls and get to Boston. And we were driving all around Boston, couldn't find it. Couldn't find the Hatch Shell. We didn't know what we were doing. We were in high school. And then we drove back, and when we got back, we were super hungry, so we had spent all of our money getting ice cream at the rest stops. We didn't have enough for the tolls, we realized. My friend luckily had a guitar with 2 strings on it in his truck. So, like you do at a Mass Pike stop, we took the guitar out and we started playing and singing songs for people and begging for money at a Mass Pike rest stop. That's not something normally done. And I was approaching people asking them for money so that we could pay the toll. This one guy stopped, also a drifter, because that's what we considered ourselves at the time, to talk to us. And he and we were in high school, we were young kids. We were looking back on it, and this crazy old guy stopped to tell us that he had invented satellites. And, one day he was going to take back his ideas and he was going to make millions, but until then he was like set to just like wander the streets. And we were like, but how did you get here? We're on a rest stop on the Massachusetts Turnpike. You must have a car. Did you walk? What's happening? And he's like, I can't talk to you guys about it. I can't tell you anything. My life's already been stolen from me. It was a fun adventure.
I'm waiting for this girl, Marcy, to show up. I met her while we were gaming.
So I, right? I mean, we have something in common, and I figure she probably already like my friends too, so that's just something right out of the way.
See, Modern Warfare or Battlefield?
No, Halo.
Well, that's like your thing. Cast aspersions on me, mate.
What's wrong with Halo? What's wrong with Halo girls?
Halo's like a cartoon universe, mate. You want to talk realism, you want to talk immersing yourself in the action, really getting close to somebody, you've got to have the graphics of the Frostbite 2 engine in Battlefield 3. I just worry that you're getting into something that is a fantasy, that you're building up in your mind. Because of the inferior graphics. Playing with aliens. Sounds immature.
Okay, so if you're into girls that just like to do, I don't know, conventional warfare, okay, that's fine with me. If you just want the conventional type, just the regular run-of-the-mill, conservative, that's fine with me, okay? But I want somebody with a little bit more spice in their life, okay? And if my dream girl can handle a needler, then I'm all set. You gotta time that shit.
I will admit there's something sexy about
It's alien,
about
okay?
Yeah.
It's not even of this world. I want a girl to be out of this world.
Sounds like what she wants, if you're using a needler, you gotta first plant a beacon on somebody, and then all the little bullet crystals kind of hone in on their target. So maybe I was wrong in my initial assessment. I'm worried about you, Barry, because see the thing is, well, at first I'm thinking, this is a fantasy. Now I'm thinking this is a girl who really knows what she wants. And you're messing around. You might be a little over your head. It's been 5 years since you've had a real relationship.
Well, I'm just looking for something more than just the regular old Cambridge area gamer that's just kind of in it for, the boys. Who's in it for the challenge? Who's in it for the maybe this fantasy of, I want an elite girl.
And who am I? Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
I never thought that my best friend would be a leprechaun. It's like a dream come true. I mean, who would have thought that me trying to steal your pot of gold would turn into a wacky adventure with sprites, and we'd end up tied to a stake, trying to get burned by witches, and then we'd get home and, I don't know, we'd have a life together.
Yeah, put a thumb. Could you reach me, milk? Thank you so much. Well, as I'm indentured to you, I figure we'll make it personable and hospitable, right?
Sure. Although, I gotta say, if you're gonna be living here with me, maybe you should look into getting a job.
Oh, getting a job now, are we? Hop on the rainbow and just slide on down the job rainbow into the job. Raven Megora, Aaron Bobra.
If you're gonna be, stereotypical against yourself, I don't think it's gonna help you in the job market. It's a tough market out there.
Oh, I understand. It is hard. I sent out a couple applications today. I have so many things to put on my resume. Gold garter, mystical fairy folk, holder of a shillelagh, singer of songs.
So you've got so much to offer anybody.
They want Excel. Excel? I never have to organize my gold. I have no accounts. Put it in the pot. It's simple and elegant.
Maybe if you took your gold and you invested it, then it would compound, and then you wouldn't even have to work. You could just live off your interest.
Well, look, let me tell you, if investing were so easy, what came you looking for me? Why'd you come looking for a little wee man like me and me fortune if it were so easy to go out there and take advantage of compound interest? You know the yields in this market are very low.
Yeah, and it's
Could you take my milk cup?
It's
Appreciate it.
just that compound interest, you're right, and it's boring. My last people I used to hang out with in the investment banking world, thank you so much.
I figure you've had a hard day.
I have had a hard day. I work at the bank, everybody is so boring, and so I just decided I was just going to go out, and I was going to look for a pot of gold.
Can you bend your wee knees?
Oh, yeah.
There. emotionally difficult. You can lift me up.
Welcome to the Art Museum. I'm Art. This is my house. You can look at whatever you'd like. Make yourself home if you have any questions. I got a pamphlet I could give you, or I have a recorded tour. That works as well.
Oh, the recorded tour sounds great. I've never been to an art museum before, so I'm really not.
You just got to hold this boombox on your shoulder.
All right.
You can just hit play whenever you like, and it's going to go from right to left across the room. Starting there with the cat, and ending over here with the cookie jar. The cat's cookie jar.
Okay.
Great.
So there's no oils or watercolors?
I got some oil. I got a couple quarts of oil down over here somewhere. You can touch it if you'd like. It's greasy though, I wouldn't.
Oh, is this like a paint your own kind of thing?
You can paint with it, sure. I mean, whatever you want to do. You know, here at Art's Place, art is what you make it.
That's what your ad in the phone book said.
I know.
But hey, how bad could it be?
Honestly, you're the first person who's called. I don't want you to think I'm boring.
Well, this sounds like a scam then. Why am I?
No, it's not a scam.
Is it a real museum?
It's a real museum. I bought a website and everything, all right? It's a real museum.
Oh, then it must be.
Exactly.
If it's on the web, then it has to be real.
I just wanted to invite people into my house so they could see how interesting I am and look at all the stuff that I've done. I've done some really cool stuff.
Sweetheart, are you lonely?
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I used to travel all over the world. I mean, look, these shot glasses, these are from Cancun. This party hat, this is from Aruba. And this carved figurine is Jamaican, but it's actually from the Bronx. It's just carved by a Jamaican. I went to the Bronx.
Oh, long way from here. So what else do you have to show me? Or do I need to listen to the tour?
Well, you can listen to the tour, but I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a whole house full of things just waiting to be looked at. Just tell me that I'm interesting.
Well, I'm still here. I didn't run out the door screaming after you told me this wasn't a real museum, so I'm clearly interested in whatever you got.
This is so awesome.
And you seem like a nice guy. I seem a little lonely and sad and
You
a
look
little
like-
pathetic, but hey, you know, the world's full of interesting people like yourself.
Well, that's the way I feel. And yeah, I guess I am a little sad and worn around the edges, just like my stuff. But I got character. I mean, look at this. This is a whole closet. Yeah. Huh? Deer heads. As far as I'm concerned. They're not even mounted on the wall.
Mario, I don't know what the hell you got us into, but this is not what I signed up for when you said let's get our plumbing license. Shit, she's here.
I don't know.
Save me!
Listen, I was worried too, bro, until I got that big red mushroom. And now, you know, I feel energized and I feel like...
Hey, no deep, I'm throwing a hammer to you. I got a hammer.
Oh,
I got a hammer. Ah, a hammer. I got a hammer.
Why am I blinking?
I don't know, but just don't touch anything.
The music changed.
Stop bothering us!
Spontaneous fire! Spontaneous fire!
The cannons have eyes that shoot bullets with eyes at us, man!
Great job, guys. Unfortunately, she's not here. I'm going to have to ask her to do this all over again. 8 more times.
You said this was from Missing Actions?
You see what happens?
Listen, I'm sorry, Lou. It's just this whole for-profit education thing really isn't what it's
So I don't know, he seemed like a really nice guy. I didn't think that, like, it's going to turn out so weird, I guess.
Weird?
Well, it's kind of like, you're Marcy, I had no idea. I thought I was being all weird. I felt really uncomfortable.
Everybody role play. Everybody does something. Everybody has something that they do behind closed doors. It might be vampire.
Yeah.
It might be D&D.
Okay.
You know, whips and chains are all weapon proficiencies in these games. Tell me you've never role played?
Not until now. It's sort of like when you're doing it, you feel like everyone you've ever known is watching you do it. It feels like,
Oh, you don't
Grandma, no.
a lot.
Oh, that does it for you. You like that part of it.
It's like charisma.
I like to play like really weird things. Like, yeah, like, well, you've never, he makes me actually dress up like his mother.
Oh, it's a larper.
He's a larper.
He's a larper, yeah. Live action role playing. He does costumes, does he make chains?
Well, he makes me wear his mother's clothing.
Oh.
His dead mother's clothing.
I haven't seen that expansion book. Is it new?
No, I won't clean up my room. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. You probably ought to hit me. Oh, Mom, no!
This
is so awesome. This is so great.
Yeah.
Are you getting into this like I'm getting into?
Yeah.
I love that apron on you.
Yeah.
Do good for me.
You better clean all this up, or.
So what I do then is I hit the goblins with my crossbow, one after the other. It's for you know, it's on communication. You gotta say, hey, I'm gonna hit him with my crossbow, right? And then they say, okay, I'll cast a buff on you.
I'm sorry, but sweetheart, if you think you're going to live up to who I am, to my son, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're nothing compared to me. I'm dead, but that doesn't mean that I don't still exist for him.
Now my boyfriend's dead, mothers.
So that's my impression of her. That's kind of how I want you to do it.
Look, I just need to know that I'm more than just a genie who's going to grant you wishes. I mean, I mean something to you, right? You're not just going to throw me away when you're done with me?
No, absolutely not. By the way, the interior decorating job you did is amazing.
Anything
I've
for
always
you.
wanted an immersion blender.
You have one wish left. I just
know.
want you to make sure that, you know, when you're done with it, you don't just put me back in the bottle. I want to be here to stay.
But, I mean, don't you live to grant wishes?
I live to grant wishes for anyone who rubs my bottle, but that doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. With you, I thought it meant something. I mean, I popped out of that bottle 2,000 to 3,000 times. It hasn't meant anything. But with you, I felt something. When I popped out, it felt different. And I just want to make sure that you reciprocate that feeling.
Well, I just thought that after the third time you would go on to somebody else, that you were really only interested in one thing, and after I was satisfied, that you would find somebody else to satisfy.
Is that what you'd like? Would you just like me to go away?
Well, I
Once
thought...
you're done with me, once you've used my magical powers to please yourself, I can just let myself out? Is that it?
Oh, please, you enjoyed the rubbing.
I did enjoy the rubbing. I did. Look, I want it to be about more than the rubbing. I want it to be about what happens when you're not rubbing and when I'm not granting. You know, quality time, the rest of the time.
Well, how do I know after the third time you just won't come back out again?
I want to stay out. I don't want to have to go back.
Do you get to choose that? I don't know how this works.
What if you wished for, you know, a lot more wishes?
No way,
It works, it works. No, it's not.
So, yeah, I'm glad you came by.
Okay, happy to do it.
Converted this basement into kind of like a retrospective on my career as a domestic terrorist.
I mean, this is probably the best place for it. You don't really want anybody else to see this.
It's literally underground. So,
Yeah.
you know, I did plan.
Can I touch anything? Is it,
Go ahead, no, touch away.
Really?
I have none of my fingerprints on it, so put as many of yours that you want to put on. Any questions, feel free to come
Yeah,
at me.
why? Why?
decided this, it's an incredibly sick, kind of messed up way to go about living your life, trying to scare other people, but then, aren't there like nice ghosts too and stuff that people make movies about and cartoons? So I was like, in honor of Dad, James, way to go. Posterity. Plus, you know, now that I'm on house arrest, I don't get to go out. Just could use the company.
So, hey, how about the rest of the house? How's that? Why'd you bring me in the basement
No,
first?
there's nothing remarkable about the rest of it.
Yeah? No collections of, I don't know, DVDs? Anything not explosive? Or violent? Or weird?
No, it's pretty much all RPGs and, you know, like records of my past misdeeds and guns and all the rest. So what you see is what you. We do have a. This is someone I kidnapped back in '88.
I thought that was your wife. I thought you were role playing. I didn't want to judge.
Sorry, we try to keep it real.
You let her go? What was? I didn't hear. What did she say?
She. Well, all right. Fine. Go ahead, Mary. It's your...
Hello.
Yeah.
I would very much like to. Thank you.
I think probably we ought to. We just want to be here. Probably.
All right. So hand
Is
out
that not
these.
clear?
Just hand out these flyers, Mary, and just get more people to come back, and you know, maybe I won't, you know, need you around here anymore.
That's all it took. I've been here for.
Well, you don't want to
17
end up
years.
snuffed like his dog.
Guys, I don't know how to play Tetris. How do the pieces fit together? It's so confusing. It's like the long thing, you can do it horizontally, or if you don't have a long thin space, like you can't put it anywhere. It just like hangs out there like a freaking tree. It just fucking.
No! To the right, Ford!
I
Go
don't
to
know
the
how to
right!
do this.
Where it fits in!
It doesn't fit.
It's a shape! Make it fit like a shape!
A shape?
Yes.
I didn't know
No, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that! Yes, yes, yes! That's fine, that's fine. Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it! Oh!
Like that?
What is this? It's okay. All right, turn to the right, turn to the right. Other right, other right!
I don't know the way that goes. Yes.
Come on, does that look like it's... Is that really the way that it's supposed to go?
No, it's not.
Is that really the way that it's
No,
supposed to
I'm
go?
gonna lose in about 3 seconds.
No, come on, guys. There's a couple more pieces left. All right, you just have to relax.
I haven't gotten
Get in the
any
zone.
lines.
Just get in the
None,
zone.
none.
You
No
are a
point.
Russian builder, okay? What would a Russian builder do? They would build things symmetrically.
Yeah.
Okay?
But I don't have that gene.
What? You got a line. You got a line. So you got a line. Oh yeah, look at that. You got a line. Here we go.
It's it.
Look at that.
Oh my God! I won, right?
Well, they keep just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
going. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving.
Finally meet Hacksaw 25.
The long road.
Long road. You look a lot different than I thought you did at the server.
Yeah, well, I change my appearance every 3 years. So the picture on my Xbox profile is getting too much heat in real life.
Wow. Surgery?
Yeah. Also, I modify my consumption of Mountain Dew
Oh.
to either bloat out or come back in.
You're really min-maxing your character. I'm impressed.
Well, you know, it's a lifestyle choice. I'm gonna say.
Bigfoot know you've been fucking around.